I took 2 trades and made 2.5 hours. Let's jump right into it. All right, welcome back. This is the H1. Let's go over the trades from today. I took a short earlier in the morning. I was a break even. I did have some enhancing instruments telling me that I could be shorting. Like if you see before I review the trade, right? The ADQD was not telling me to short, okay? But it was going up, so I am able to short when this thing is going up. Not when this thing is retracing like this in this part. No, when this thing is dropping like this and going up but retracing to a level, I'm not able to short based on my rules. But here I was able to short within my rules. And the tick chart was basically not creating, it created a high here, not creating a new high here, so I put the trade short. But the chart that I was telling me I could short was the dollar. So the dollar was in a box since London opened. Like the entire session of London was basically sideways. So I said, all right, in the lower part of the box, I will short the markets. On the upper part of the box, I will long the markets, right? But and I say, but this is one of the possibilities. If we break down and we come back, that's a possibility to take a long on the equity markets, right? But this is my second trade. When we broke here to the downside, I said, all right, if this area is a good area to short the dollar, it has to come back because it works as a vacuum. Okay, so where the big orders are, always the price go. Okay, so I was thinking, all right, this thing just dropped, it can come back, so that's going to be my short until the dollar is right here. But the dollar never came. It ended up dropping more, right? But my trade ultimately was here, right? So we went 1-to-1. Right, we moved the stop, and I was very aggressive moving the stop. I wanted to measure this real quick because I said, all right, this thing is not setting up for a continuation to the lower prices. Okay, so I was aware that, all right, this thing can turn around at any time. So I moved my stop real quick after my 1-to-1, and I got stopped out break even here. So my target was a lot lower, not even close to the overnight low though, and the overnight low, it was way lower, like 150. So that's my first trade. Regarding my second trade, was a winner. I did have an event here. I will give you a link to the trade down below because I took it, both of them, I took them on the live stream, so you can watch the live stream while I took this trade. The trade was this area, right? So this is my first shop. This is my first short, sorry. So we came here to this area and we started to bounce back up. So I said, all right, we ultimately from here, we tried to break to the upside. We couldn't. And then I said, all right, if it comes back to this area, I will try the long. Let's review the internals. The internals were textbook setup for a long, right? Regarding the ADQD, it was positive here and setting up for a continuation. Okay, so we went up and then we were retracing back to an area. So that's the perfect setup for a continuation. Now the tick chart was making new highs while the market was making new highs. So here the market was making new highs and the tick chart was making new highs. So that's a coherence within the tick chart and the NQ, right? And here when I was putting the trade, the market was not making new lows. Now ultimately it made a new low, but I was already in the trade. Okay, so but here you can see how the tick chart came here, rejected immediately, and then when it was coming down sharply, because this is a sharp move down, the tick chart was not making new extreme lows, right? Another story would have been if this thing was like having an extreme negative, right? And the market was dropping like it was dropping so sharply, right? Like this. Okay, so I thought, all right, so this is the opportunity to go long, and more importantly, and this is the best enhancing tool that you can use. What is the dollar doing? All right, so the dollar broke down. I was expecting this type of movement, a comeback to the area, and then a continuation to lower prices. Okay, so that's what happened here. We were paying attention to this area, and then the dollar came here, failed attempt to continue to the upper side of the chart, and then we put the long right here on the NQ, and that is my trade. This is the entry, and it was an entry confirmation. I had a stop order right here, a stop limit order to go long, And my target, and this is a very sad story, my target was here, the blue line, and I wanted to scale out at this pivot, right? But when and it's all recording on the live stream. It's funny. I already figured what happened is with the I do use a risk mark calculator, and this a risk mark calculator was activated. So every time I click buy or sell market, it's gonna put whatever risk is preset. Okay, so if I want to scale out using a market order, I would need to deactivate that, right? Deactivate that function on the Katana, the calculator. So since I traded 3 contracts here, and that is calculated automatically by the system, right? Here, it was thinking, all right, you're gonna risk the same area, right? 3 contracts. So when I click sell market, just closed my position. That was pretty sad. My target was here. I just wanted to take 1 contract out, and the rest would have been for a full target, but that's okay. So that happened for a reason. Now I know the smart risk is a function that is on and that I need to be paying attention to. So next time I will scale out with a limit order, right? The limit order has no opportunity to fail, meaning technically or give me an error. It's just a limit order, fill me out, and then the rest is going to be still on in the position. Okay, so that happened. It was funny when it happens, but it is what it is. All right, so 67% win rate for this week. I've taken more trades, but this thing, I don't know why this thing does not account for the break-even trades. If you like these videos, please consider subscribing to the channel and share to other people so we can grow the channel and help traders. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.